Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss the part 3 of Unit 2 of this subject, understanding the human being comprehensively, human aspiration and its fulfillment, subject code ROE-074. Myself, Mr. A.K. Gupta, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department, GLY, TM Greater Noida. Today we will be discussing the third part, in which we will be discussing about the sustainable concepts of sustainable development, existence and coexistence, harmony at all the levels of existence, and impact of coexistence on human life and living. Till now we have discussed in the first and second part about the human personality, experiencer, doer, performer, learner, fear or anger. In the second part we have discussed about understanding nature, existence, four orders of nature, connectedness and mutual fulfillment, harmony with nature. Now, to begin with this chapter, sustainable development concept, we have to first understand this concept. What is meant by sustainable development? The concept of sustainable development was given by the World Commission on Environment and Development. What is this concept? According to this commission, sustainable development means meeting the needs of the present without stripping the natural resources that future generations would need. What is sustainable development? Means sustainability. Anything which has sustainability is you would live in the present, as well as you would use the resources, natural resources, or the resources available on the earth today, and will use in such a manner that it would be present there for our siblings, for our coming generations too, without stripping the natural resources, so that it should not become unavailable for our future generations. So keeping this thing in our mind, we should use the resources, and this is called the concept of sustainable development. We may meet our needs without depriving the future generations of the resources that future generations would be needing for. So we have to use also, and we have to use in such a manner that it should not be consumed, so that it cannot be used by our future generation. Now, moving towards elaborating this concept, now it is our responsibility to keep environment healthy. It is the responsibility of every human being to maintain the environment healthy. The environment should not be polluted, as well as resources should be used in a optimized manner. Government, industry, and every person must do their bit. Every individual, every organization should play their part towards sustainable development of the resources or the nature. The air, water, and so are the soul of earth and are polluted right now due to the current industrial revolutions, other industrialization works, increasing population and all those things. The air, water, which are being soul of the earth, are being polluted. Grasslands and forests are turning into scorching deserts. So there are lot of desertification going on for creating industries, special homes, and creating buildings and infrastructure projects for producing habitats for the growing population, ever increasing growing population. All these are vital symptoms as so that earth is ailing, earth is in pain because of all these things. So we need to take care of that, so that before the earth is going to become unsustainable for living, we have to see and take care of this. And this will be only possible by the right understanding, and understanding the importance of coexistence of nature and human being. We should not use more than what the earth can replenish it with. Very fact. We have to preserve wildlife, forests, seas, grasslands. We have to preserve all the natural resources like forests, seas, and grasslands which are available to us without polluting. We have to use them. So when we are using them with full consciousness, so the prana avastha and jeeva avastha would be preserved, padartha avastha would be preserved, and which should be available for our future generations. Now, understanding existence as a coexistence and harmony are all levels of existence. So coexistence of and harmony at all level of existence is necessary. We human are the most wonderful creation of the God. That is for sure, that we are the most wonderful creation. We have lot of, that's why we are in placed in the Jnana Avastha, human order. But one of the most mischievous creations of the God are also we, because majority of the problem in this galaxy is caused by us. Why? We are the foolish developed ones, because 75% of the people being useless, having no definite aim other than to make money and to live. Whatever our sole motto is, materialistic thing, only earn money and live life without thinking about any good or bad, without thinking about any good or bad. We are just using the resources to just enjoy the life. So this is not. Now coming next, the philosophy of coexistence. What is the philosophy of coexistence? The philosophy was preached by contemporary enlightened sage Sri A.A. Nagaraj. What was that philosophy? This led to the solving of mystery that had human beings pondering over since they fulfill the needs of the physical body. These principles have applicability across the creed, religion, culture, time, demography, age. So this is a universal philosophy of coexistence, that human and nature should live together in harmony. And if we do follow this philosophy, there will be lot of enjoyment of in everybody's life, and the life will be going with lesser pain, or you can say even painless, and the ailing earth would also be free from the such ailments. In a nutshell, philosophy of coexistence is all about knowing the human way of living. Humans living the human Knowing the human's way of living is the philosophy. A harmonious societal order will be established at the social level, and individual participation will be self-inspired, working for collective good. So harmonious societal order and the social level and individual participation, all the things will self-inspired, working for the collective good. So each person, each society working in a harmonious way for the collective goodness of each and every sector of the public. would lead to the coexistence and harmony with nature. Now, the proposition of the philosophy of coexistence. What is the proposition of the philosophy of coexistence? That is, the universe is the coexistence of all pervasive energy and matter, and this coexistence is inseparable, indestructible, and imperishable. So the universe is the coexistence for all pervasive energy and matter. All are inseparable, indestructible, and imperishable. So we should not try to separate and disturb it. If we disturb this, it will lead to the disturbance of ecosystem, and hence the coexistence will be difficult, and so the life of human being will be difficult in that manner. Human life is also coexistence of incorporeal, imperishable soul, life atom, and the body. So life atom and body are also inseparable. Human beings have the most advanced physical body. That is very true. We have the most advanced physical with fully evolved professional cortex. Brain, the brain portion is the most important thing for human being. The greater facility of imagination which is absent in other creatures. We have the imagination, so that's why human have created the buildings, the infrastructure, the very comforts for his living, and all the things which were necessary for ease of doing the job, ease of living. All the things are have been created by the human being because of the brain, because of the imagination power. Inherently the human race is one. The problem among human beings is their imagination. Add to it the incorrect education and knowledge handed down by the culture and the society. So the problem is that we have good imagination, but the problem lies also there that uh, we have incorrect education. We don't have education to differentiate between good and bad, right and wrong. And knowledge handed down by the culture and society is depending upon the in which culture and which society you are living, what teachings and learnings you are gaining from your past with your society, with your culture, is a big hindrance for the coexistence between human and nature. Human beings are supposed to love and affectionate with other human beings and lead a life with ease and comfort without doing anything that creates pain or suffering for other human being. But the tragedy is that no, it's not happening, and this is creating a troublesome, painful life for the earth, for the universe, for the individual, and for the society as well. So the social norms and culture to date have not have been able to create social structure and establish or establishment which is conducive to practicing this way of life. So this is required this is the requirement present moment of life. So now what would be the impact of coexistence on human life and living? If there is coexistence, what it will change, what it will create, and how it can be self evaluation. We have to evaluate ourselves on the basis of natural inborn instincts and not the comparative show of stuff of the contemporary cultures. We have to self evaluate. We don't have to uh, pre precondition our attitudes that what we have heard is true. We have to evaluate ourselves that the things, on the basis of natural inborn instincts that which we have gained from the nature, which instincts which have by birth, which is the cause of our birth, uh, our the cause of our existence. We have to think on the basis of that what should be done, and not for the coexistence, and not on the basis of contemporary cultures which we are being following, or which of or of which we are part. Ability to comprehend oneself, relationship and system in order to live in complete harmony with everyone and everything. So what will happen if we coexist? The ability to comprehend oneself will be there, relationship is strong, and systems in will be in order, and and we will be living in complete harmony with everyone and everything, with all the four orders, that is material order, pranavastha, jiva avastha, and knowledge avastha. Impact of coexistence on human life and living. A regret-free, sustainable and harmonious life which can inspire coming generation. That's very fact. We will have regret-free life, sustainable earth, and harmonious life with happiness, sukh, and no patantrata, which can inspire coming generation. Best utilization of natural wealth and time. So utilization of the wealth will be in the best possible way, and time also will be utilized in the best way in order to create blissful experience between human beings. So if we see that together, the concept of sustainable development will lead to the harmonious and sustainable development of human life along with the nature. So for we end this lecture right now, and for the next lecture what we will be discussing will be the last lecture of unit 2, and we will be discussing about the effect of advanced technology and modernization on nature, relationship between human and nature, how cleaning environment and recycling will be helpful for nature and for human existence, and human relationship with nature. For that, by till that time, thank you for your patience, is like giving your valuable time. Thank you, students.